These choosing beggar Karens go into a restaurant and order a new dish that they've never tried before. When they decide they don't like it, they want a refund. But this family-owned restaurant is not going to let them get away with it. Happy birthday, today's your birthday, and on with the revamped show. So this is my partner's cousin. He had just turned 18 and got an office job straight out of college. Similar times to me and sort of on my way to work. I take about 10 to 15 minute detour to pick him up and drop him off. His mother asked if I can give him a lift to work and back since she works late. I said that it was fine. It's nice that he finally got a job. To start off with, he was good, punctual, was always waiting outside his house, and work when I got there. Smooth transition. Then after about 8 months of doing it, he got a bit sloppy. Started getting up late, not telling me he's got a lift home with someone else he works with while I'm outside his office. Not all the time, but about once or twice a week. I pulled him up on it. He was a bit defensive about it, but eventually apologized and he started being good again. Now comes to last week. I am no longer giving him a lift due to his rudeness. I started feeling really rough on Sunday, flu-like symptoms, and told my work that I won't be in. I tried calling my partner's cousin a few times, but he didn't answer. So I sent a voicemail around midday saying that I won't be at work, so we'll have to find a lift there. This is how the conversation went. I put C for cousin. Hey mate, sorry I can't give you a lift to work tomorrow. I'm off sick. Got the flu that's going around at the moment. Probably worth getting a taxi for tomorrow. I'll keep you updated about the rest of the week. Cheers. Bye. I got no reply for the rest of Sunday, so I assumed he must have something sorted out. But I wake up at 8 AM on Monday morning to 6 missed calls and 2 voicemails. Where are you? I'm standing outside and you're 20 minutes late. I need to get to work today. It's a big meeting. Hello? Pick up your darn phone. Where are you? I can't be late today. After I heard those, I was a bit annoyed, but rang him back straight away, sounding like the Grudge with a super sore throat. Hey mate, sorry I was asleep. Still feeling really crap. Did you not get my voicemail yesterday? I saw it, but I haven't listened to it because I don't want to spend credit listening to voicemails. Are you still coming? Mate, definitely not. I can't get up without my head feeling like it's about to burst. Have you not sorted a lift out? What am I supposed to do then? How am I getting to work? You can call a taxi. How did you get there before when I've been off on holiday? I'm not paying money to get to work. That makes no sense to spend money to earn money. How do you think everybody else gets to work then? I was chuckling a bit at this, shocked that he said that. How did you get to work when I'm not working before? I tell people in advance when you're letting me down so that they can help. What do you mean letting you down? I have holidays like everyone else. Just like you did a few weeks ago. Whatever. Can you call a taxi up for me? A fast one because I need to be at work in 20 minutes. Are you serious? Call your own taxi up. I'm not your parent. So are you going to send me money for it then? I shouldn't have to pay for a taxi when you should be the one taking me to work for free. What? No, you're 19, not 12. I've been nice enough to give you a free lift to work this long. You don't even pay for rent at your parents' house, and you've not even mentioned about your car search for ages. I'm going back to bed. You need to sort this out. He started to get angry down the phone, but I hung up. He tried ringing me again, but I put my phone on silent. I wasn't in the mood to argue with him. Thankfully, my partner was livid at the situation and had a chat with his mum about it, who apparently had been giving C £10 a week to give to me for giving him a lift. He's been pocketing it this whole time. It's been a week later and I've yet to receive an apology or text from C. Hopefully he will sometime. Okay, so obviously this choosing beggar knew that it was worth something to give him a lift every day because his mum was giving him £10 to give the driver. And even £10 seems a little stingy considering it was every day and a taxi would cost way more than that. Hopefully he got a bit of a dose of reality and had to pay his own way to get there from then on. So this is a bit of a different take on a choosing beggar, but I think the term still applies. I never thought I could encounter the choosing beggar behavior with my job, but I did yesterday. A little background. I work for an insurance company as an underwriter. I spend my days talking to insurance agents and accepting applications for insurance. The agents work with the clients. I rarely ever speak with a direct client and usually only deal with agents. We write multiple types of insurance including surplus lines, This basically means we will insure companies that can't be insured by your standard insurance company for whatever reason. Moving hazardous materials, new company, etc. Because of this, I admit, we have a pretty extensive application for agents to fill out. Now on to the story. Me equals me, A equals agent. I have a new taxi cab company that needs coverage. Can you get me a quote? Sure thing. Please fill out the application and send it back to me and I'll get started on it. I email the application. Agent replies after 10 minutes. Do you have a more simple application? This one is very long. I need help filling it out. This is our only application. I understand it's extensive, but this is for the benefit of the client. Many factors of the application are to uncover possible credits that can be applied, so we can get the most accurate and competitive price for them. I cannot fill out the application for you, but I'm happy to walk you through how to answer questions you do not understand. I have many other insurance companies with simpler applications. Me thinking to myself, well, you wouldn't be filling out my applications if those insurance companies were able to offer coverage. As I mentioned, this application is designed to consider the best interests of your clients. By collecting all of this information up front, we are able to get quotes out faster as well. Please call me if you're struggling with any specific portion of the application. Please provide me with the average price for a cab company in California that has no loss history. I need to make sure it's worth it for me to fill out the application. Unfortunately, I cannot provide a quote without the completed application. The application provides all relevant information that I need to calculate accurate pricing. By the way, him asking me this is like you going to an insurance agent after buying a car and asking them to tell you the price by saying, I need a rate for my car, and not telling them what kind of car, how old it is, what your driving record looks like, etc. It is quite impossible to do. He basically wants me to provide our services without him doing what's required to get those services. Hence why I think he can be considered a choosing beggar. After not hearing anything for 25 minutes, the completed application showed up in my email box. The entire email chain back and forth took up close to an hour when he could have just completed the application in half that time. Everybody hates filling out applications and paperwork. Well, okay, not everybody, but most of us. I think this person would definitely be considered a choosing beggar, considering it seems like they had no other options, hence being a beggar, and they were definitely choosy. They wanted it in their terms. Dude, if that's the process for application, it's just what you gotta do. There is a guy in my hometown I've known since grade school, whose whole life I could add, but I'll edit it down to his social media posts. Bear in mind this is a cycle, and his life is constantly at one of these points. I'll keep it as short as possible. Newly single, he posts, "Well ladies, I'm single again. Who wants a good, hard-working, sexy, handsome man? I ain't ugly. Got muscles. I've never put my hands on a woman. Hit me up. Ask anybody about me. I'm blankety blank." After a day or two, "Where's all the DMs? Come on, ladies. You wanna hit me up when I'm with somebody." Another day or two, "Screw this. Love you all. You know who you are. I'm gonna jump off a breeze, 'cause apparently I'm too ugly. Nobody wants me. Don't try to talk me out of it. Screw my life. Goodbye." A few days later, "Screw all you. After all I do for you. Don't ask me for nothing." Then he finds a date, and it's, "Sorry I got crazy, people. I finally found me a good woman. She's my angel. Gonna help me pay off my fines and child support. Stay out of her inbox, guys. She is a real man. I ain't playing. You wanna ride her? You better ask me about it. Don't you hoes be riding me either. I got me a good woman for the first time in my life. Nothing but good times now." It's always after that he posts asking about some guy's name. When asked why, it's, "I just found out he broke my girl's skate in 3rd grade. It's his butt when I see him. Nobody makes my girl cry. Punk better ask about blankety blank." Or any reason to fight. Here's the kicker. He always mistreats women, is 40, and has never had a job. So it's not long before it starts. "Redacted, stayed to F out on my business." Usually her mother or sister. "I ain't never hit no woman. I hit man. Ask anybody about me. Get your husband or brother, anybody, I don't give a fuck." Then he's dumped and it's, "Screw all the hoes, I'm done. I ain't never hit her. I hit man. I need me a good woman." And the cycle starts again. A few times a month, all year. Also, with every new girlfriend, it's, "I don't like asking for help. Anyone who knows me knows I work. But I can't right now because of warrants. But come on, neighborhood. Let's band together. We're family. We only need $700 for rent, another $700 for deposit, $150 for electric deposit. Plus, man, my girl got her license and needs a car, no junker either. I'll punch him for who tries to insult her with a $200 beater, and I need some new clothes. Nothing much, man. But I can't be looking like a bum out here with my girl looking for a job. And I need either the new, enter game here, for PS3 or a brand new PS4. I'm a beast and you know it. Don't be scared to hook me up and watch me destroy you. You guys know I always give shirt off my back. Don't leave me hanging. And don't be offering no rundown apartment either. My girl deserves better than that. We need at least a 3-bedroom house." Then, "Fine, screw all you. I'm done with you all. Can't help me out after all I do? Nobody better ask me for nothing. My girl out here homeless because you first wanna be greedy." This is a constant. It's a cycle he goes through. I don't know if this guy continually has amnesia or something, because if you go through a cycle that many times, why is he always surprised? If you're always posting about your life like this, people know what's going on. They're not gonna trust to give you money. They're not gonna want to date you if they see how you treat women. It's like he treats women and the friends all around him terribly and then shocked and surprised when none of them come to his aid. If you want to treat your woman right and you want to feel like you actually deserve her, then do that. Work hard yourself, and then you can provide the things that you feel she deserves. But don't expect other men who are working hard for their woman to somehow also take care of yours. Earlier this year, I updated my social media with my current job. I guess that was a horrid idea, because the same day, at least 2 girls that I never really interact with much started DMing me. Guess what they wanted? Not to say congrats on my new job, but it is about the new job. So now that I am board certified in real estate, paying dues is no joke, and that test was hard with the lot and block math problems. I guess that means I do my work for free for my friends. 2 different women had the audacity to ask me to get a list of houses in this part of town for no more than this much, drive them to these houses, show them these houses, and then they would get back with me. One girl even said, "I have 3 felonies. Fitch, last time it was only 1. So I need to find a place that is good part of town but will allow felons." What my buddies are asking of me in the middle of this pandemic is pretty much impossible. Housing is more expensive than it has been in the last 10 years in our area. Pretty sure everywhere, to be honest. Believe me, if I found an inexpensive house with the things my friends wanted, I would be buying it for myself, since I'm also in the market. Also, a lot of work goes into this. Not only would I be first researching the houses, then I would be driving with my gas all over town showing new people. Third, you were taking time away from me to show clients that would pay me. The people asking for my help seem to think, since that I am their friend, I'll just do this for free. Real estate is a hard industry. You have to make a sale and hope it doesn't fall through. So that leads me to why I think I am some sort of enabler. I changed my mind about real estate real quick during my first 3 months and decided to pursue yet another career. I have to have a college degree for this one, so I'm in my 2nd semester since starting this May. I am blessed and grateful that I qualified for loans, and that I have enough money saved up to rent my books. Amazon lets you rent school books now, but I do make so many sacrifices in order to pursue this new career. The money I make, every cent is being poured into either my education or my medical bills. In the last month, 4 different people on social media contacted me to see if I could cash app them anywhere from $20 to $100 for random crap, or hey, I need a ride. If not, can I bum some money for an Uber? It's for my pain doctor. I am in so much pain. No, you are not. I know for a fact what you are doing with those pills, and I will not allow that in my car. I'm tired of it. I have cut off all of these people. What I wonder is people who have these friends, why do they stay with them as their friends? You kind of get it if it's family, you're sort of stuck with family, but unless it's friends from work or somewhere that you have to go, you know you can just start going to new places and being friends with new people, it is possible, and it sounds like it would save you a lot of money and stress. This happened a few years ago. My parents own a hotel with a restaurant, and well, like all restaurants do, we're getting our fair share of choosing beggars. This one evening I was helping out in the restaurant, working as a waitress, when we had two women enter our place. I seated them and they ordered the pheasant. I hope this is the right word for it, and yes, we are serving these kinds of dishes, which is a dish for two people to share. For drinks they ordered a whole bottle of quite expensive red wine. I served them their drinks and later their meal, and there it begins. They started eating and then called me over to complain about the food. They said the pheasant was really dry and overcooked, and they could not eat it. I told them politely that the pheasant wasn't overcooked, and that this kind of bird is generally dry, like a duck for example. You have to eat it with the sauce that comes with it. They were not having it. They complained and defeated. I took the nearly untouched and perfectly fine pheasant, my father and I tried it later in the kitchen, back to the kitchen. When I told my mother, who is the chef, she of course got angry. But well, she couldn't do more about it than I. The two women ordered a new dish, and because the meat was so bad in our restaurant, they both ordered fish. Then they waited for their meal, and in the meantime drank nearly the full bottle of red wine. When I brought the fish out to their table, everything was fine. But then one of them got up, went over to the bar where my father was working, and demanded to return the almost empty bottle of red wine because red wine doesn't go well with fish. My father looked at the bottle, dumbfounded, and told them that they can order white wine if they wanted, but they still had to pay for the red one. Nope, not with that lady. She argued that they had ordered the red wine because of the pheasant, but after it being so bad, and them now having fish instead, they wanted a refund for the bottle. My father told her that the wine was fine and therefore not refundable. Also, he asked why they hadn't returned the red wine with the pheasant right after the beginning instead of drinking nearly all of it. The woman had no real answer for this question and got angrier and angrier. Then she demanded to get the white wine for free as compensation for their inconvenience with the pheasant. But my father declined and told them that he had refunded the pheasant, who was perfectly fine, and they got their new meals as fast as possible, and that was all they could have asked for. She tried to argue some more, disturbed the other guests with the commotion she caused, and then stomped off to her table after realizing she was getting nowhere. They finished their meals, on which they couldn't find something to complain about, while giving us angry stares, left no tip, and later, a bad review. My father instructed me and the other waitstaff later that if the two ever come back to the restaurant, to tell them that we are not serving them anymore. Luckily, they never did. If you're ordering a dish that you've never ordered before, you're taking a risk. It's part of the fun of dining out. You can either choose something stable that you know you're gonna like, or try something new. You might not like it. You might love it, might be your new favorite dish. So if the pheasant was dry because you've never tried it before and you don't know what it's like, unfortunately, that's not on the chef, that's on you. In the end, the only one ruining their evening is themselves. Sounds like they got the refund on the pheasant and they had a different dish, and they were obviously enjoying the wine, otherwise why wouldn't they return it earlier? Submit your story to be read on the channel at VoiceyHereStories@gmail.com and join our Voicey veteran community at r/VoiceyHere. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode. Alright Voicey veterans, I'll see you in the next one.